Welcome to Salcedo Auctions' most awaited sale of Important Philippine Art. As the Philippines re-emerges to take its place as one of the world's most dynamic economies, this auction showcases the pride and confidence of a sophisticated and globally connected culture through a dazzling array of oil and canvas paintings, original drawings, fine prints, and sculptures by late 19th century and modern Philippine masters, as well as leading lights in the contemporary art scene. There's a distinctly international quality about the works that will be going under the hammer on the 22nd of September. Viento, Sobre, Viento by Federico Aguilera is a tour de force masterpiece, conveying the raw energy of the artist's beloved Barcelona. Its strong, contrasting tones of red and blue being matched by this powerful vision of abstract forms spinning over the densely populated cityscape below. A similar elemental energy can be felt in this 1957 oil painting by the late national artist Jose Hoya, which shows the broad gestures and vigorous color blocks of New York abstract expressionism. Hoyas of this vintage rarely come to the market, presenting serious collectors with an unparalleled opportunity to acquire a sterling piece from this period. Nena Sagil's 1956 painting Paris at Night captures the view of the River Seine from the artist's first apartment on the Rue de Meaux. The quivering lines of the buildings, coupled with Sagil's impasto brushwork in dreamy tones of purple, blue, and yellow, conjure up the feeling of budding romance, a perfect balance of the life of stillness and vibrancy that the artist found in the City of Light. One can't help but think of the moon in this painting evolving into the pulsating orbs that would later dot her mystic mindscapes. Anita Magsaysay's charmed life was in stark contrast to Sagil's avant-garde adventure. In this lovely oil on canvas from 1950 depicting a seated lady with a guitar, the quiet, elegant figure depicted in fauvised shades of salmon and turquoise evokes a languid sense of nostalgia, a feeling echoed by the sinuous lines of the garden furniture. This air of refinement is echoed in the oldest piece in the auction, an exceptionally rare miniature portrait of a Chinese mestiza drawn on a paper-thin sheet of ivory by the master Hilarion Asuncion. It was discovered some years ago, tucked inside a book that belonged to a judge from a distinguished Bulacan family related to Asuncion by marriage. This astonishing work typifies the excellent craftsmanship of local artisans and the luxurious tastes of their ilustrado or upper-class patrons. It is dated to around 1870, judging from the details of the lady's intricately rendered costume. Fast forward to the present and the work of three Filipino artists who have made significant advances on the international contemporary art scene. Ronald Venturus' Burnout belongs to the artist's groundbreaking series of works reflecting on the human condition that showcases his mastery of anatomical rendering. The androgynous figure melting like wax is technically superb, while the map peering through the paint, echoing the artist's multi-layered treatment of surface, not to mention his sense of place in the world, shows an increasingly mature approach to detail. John Santos shows similar intimations on the meaning of life in Conversations, a critique on the relationship between the sexes, the passage of time, and the question of identity, which he expertly ties to a distinctive hybrid view that shifts, much like the man and woman's exchange of gazes, between the global and the local. Closing the auction is Alfredo Esquilio's spectacular Triptych Ritual. This highly important artwork, showing the artist and an old woman clinging to symbols of their Catholic religion, emulates the dramatic use of chiaroscuro light, jewel tones, and architectural details of church altar pieces from the Italian Baroque. Ritual has remained in the same private collection since it won the Philippine Art Awards and the ASEAN Art Awards in 1995, the perfect embodiment of the indomitable spirit of the Filipino who draws strength from acts of faith and inspiration from works of enduring beauty.